So now we've done our work on pacing and we've got a good idea of what our pacing is per 100 metres. I wanted to follow on and talk about how we can capture that on our compass, so that when we do our measurements for a leg, we don't have to do some complex maths thinking about the scale on our paces. So if you remember, I think some people had compasses with measures on them, and some people had ones with marks like this. So normally we use 1 to 10,000 maps. So you can use the map scale. Usually on most maps you've got the scale printed. And you can see the check marks you've got along here. So this is a 1 to 10,000 map. So you can see each of those checks is 100 metres. So if you know what your pacing is, your pace count is, you can remember each of these checkpoints is a set pace. So my pacing, for example, was 40 double paces. So if I remember, it's 40, 80, 120, and so on and so forth. You find it's a lot easier if you can do a simple number for maths. So rather than 37, you might use 36 because half of that's 18, or 9 for a quarter. Obviously 40, 50 are good numbers as well. So if you to find a nice rounding for you and use that as the basis. Obviously, having to remember checkpoints and counter checkpoints in maths is also another bit of thinking you have to do. So what you can also do is pre-mark up your compass. So maybe using a bit of masking tape, a ruler, and a pen. You can mark up your compass and your typical kind of pacing distance. As you can see, just about on my compass here that I've just done after today's exercise. So I've wrapped a piece of masking tape around the compass. Use the ruler to measure out the centimetres, and done a major mark and a minor mark for every 100 and every 50 metre mark in between. And if you can just about see in the writing, I've done, if that's going to focus or not, I've done 0, 40, 80 and 120. So now when I just put the compass on the thumb, so when I'm looking at a leg, for example this leg here, if you can see, I can straight away look and see that's about 60 double paces it's going to take for that leg, 24 to 25. And particularly at the end of a race, might save your brain a bit doing maths as well. So just thought I'd give you that as a last tip from following on from our pacing and our compass work today, to sort of put that scale on your compass and help you make sure you embed your pacing and use that as a good skill to help with distance judgment as well. So thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.